Hi, this is BZ Rieger in the Quantum Playground, and I wanted to spend a few moments connecting with you about all the amplified energetic frequencies, the photonic light that's streaming into everything, every being, every person, every animal, all the plants, all the planets, all the structures, all the systems, not just living things, but they are living. Our structures are living as well. Our systems are living as well because we created them. And so they have a life of their own. They run on that energy. All of that is being impacted by, pulsed by, infused by all of the higher and higher, more expansive energy frequencies, the photonic light that's streaming into everything. And every being, every situation, every emotion, every feeling, every thought, every way that we have a perception of something is all getting amplified. Everything is getting magnified, and everything is getting purified. One of the side effects or the ways that you might get called attention to that purification is noise chatter in your mind. A pushing against, no, that's not possible, or we've got to protect against that, or just kind of a spinning your wheels and feeling like you're being pulled in different directions. And that's the lower mind, the ego mind. And it's pulling you, this discordance that it's putting out, and the desire from the lower mind to push you in a different direction from the higher energies is getting louder and louder. It feels like it's pressing upon you. And even if you may not have an internal nattering, chattering dialogue going on, you can see it reflected in moments, stretches of moments of chaos around you. In your personal life, in your work life, in your surroundings, just in someone you may have a brief encounter with. The same is happening for them as well. And a simple way to put that is you've got to choose. You've got to choose now. Because even not paying attention or even brushing it away is a choice. And so it's important to tap into your heart, to tune into your heart, and to take a moment, to honor yourself and take a moment to begin to notice and to begin to wake up and choose. You're not in isolation. You're not missing anything. And all that is unfolding for you and all is not happening in a vacuum. And so you've got to choose. Because as things get louder and as things get stronger, and the things I'm talking about are that discordance, that differential between the energy frequencies that are flowing in from you, out of you, that are flowing all around the planet, that are raising all of the vibrations of everything, every being. The differential between that and the old, lower, denser programming, thoughts, perspectives, emotions, ways of doing things, mentalities, constructs. That differential, that discordance between those two is screaming louder and louder and louder. And things are breaking, things are crumbling, things are falling apart. So you've got to choose to pick a direction, to go into the flow, with the flow of letting all of the old denser vibrations, mentalities, thoughts, processes, perspectives. Go, release them into expansion, into love, to leave the judgment and the anger and the fear and the doubt and the worry and the I don't know and the how do I do this and all of those other questions that are not of an expanded state. Let those go and feel your way through. It may sound odd, may sound wacky, it may sound, how the heck do I do that? But you know how to do this. Your mind wants chapter and verse, and that's not the way it works. You have a knowing of how to do this. You have guidance of how to do this. Even if you've never felt or listened or noticed or tuned in to your higher selves, to your soul, to the constant conversation, to the constant love and connection and communication and camaraderie that is always there, even if you haven't consciously connected with that. It's always been there. And now is the time for you to choose to work with it, to work with you, to work with all of you, to let all of you flow into you, implode into you. Because this is what is happening for all in all of Source's multiverses right this moment. So as you choose a path that will change everything, that will flow, that will have some rough patches, that will have some challenges, but that is absolutely sublimely delicious. And even in its unknowing, it's sublimely delicious. And you navigate through by noticing. You navigate through by opening your heart. You navigate through by seeing are there others around that you can connect with that are navigating as well. You navigate through by learning to trust, by reaching down into your knowing, your open heart, and trust that those nudges, those voices, those thoughts, those feelings that you have, they're you talking to you. Or in the you've got to choose section of this whole process, you can choose to keep ignoring it. You can choose to keep in the old perceptions. You can choose to keep saying, this is a bunch of hooey. And that's absolutely your choice. Either way is your choice. Either way is a beautiful choice. Just helpful to understand that if you choose the pushing away, that if you choose the judgment, choose the fear, choose the heart to be closed, and the lower mind to continue to lead the way, things will change. Everything will change. I don't have a knowing of what that would happen and look like for people in that direction of choice. I do have a knowing, and I do have a direct experience of knowing and living and being, of choosing the open heart, of choosing to shift perspective, of choosing to notice and to be love. It changes everything in the most amazing ways, in the most unexpected ways, in the most fantastical ways. And yes, sometimes it's challenging. And yes, sometimes there's a sense of chaos. All perceptions. But as you flow in that, and as you get in the habit, get in the fun, get in the flow and the rhythm and the cha-cha-cha of the dance of this with your higher selves, with your soul, it is sublime. And everything flows, and more new things happen all the time, and you understand, you comprehend, you complete yourself, and amazing things open up. And that's before you connect with anybody else. And then it just keeps growing and growing and growing. And yes, it's uncharted. And yes, it's unknown. And yes, it's delicious every step of the way. So you've got to choose in these moments, because everything is magnifying. Everything is amplifying. And you've got to choose. And everything that was the old, lower, denser polarity, duality, the old constructs, everything of that, every single thing is all going away. It's all crumbling. It's all disappearing. It's an illusion. All of that, what we thought was reality, is illusory. And we are seeing that clearly, with specificity and particularity, that it isn't real. And so choosing to continue to hold on to that is going to be a very, very uncomfortable, uncharted, unknown, and perhaps untenable flow to go with. Honor yourself and choose, and be committed to that choice. Much love to you.